Hello guys, you are here to learn and understand how to curve planks in order to create different shields. Just like this one, here. See? Like the Roman scutum, or this one, here. I'll show you two techniques, two ways to curve the planks. It's something that I use with plywood, just remember that. The very first technique is really simple and you require two trestles. You put in there the planks up on the trestles. You add to your plank right in the middle a barbell or simply just an iron bar, and you load it in order to curve the planks. It will never work if you have one plank, okay? Because it will never move if you have just one thick plank. I mean, if you want something which is more than 1 centimeter thick, you have to use, like I did there, different planks that were about 3 millimeters, something like that, 3 millimeters and half, or well, something like that, you see. So it was about 12 millimeters when it's finished, when everything is glued together. So you put there your different planks. Before, between each layer, you glue everything. Put there the bar, you load the bar, plates, weight, whatever, even water perhaps, why not? And the weight will curve there your plank. And you have to think that it's much easier with these planks that are thinner. The example will be simple. Just look at this. This was my very first Gondorian shield, and you see it's not that curved at all, because I used this technique with 3 planks which were about 5 millimeters each, so it was much bigger, much thicker than the 3 millimeters and something of 3 millimeter and a half that I use here. Once your planks are there, glued together with right in the middle the bar, you load it and you let it rest for about 2 days in order to be sure that the glue is completely dried out. And then after the 2-day period, you just have to unload the bar, remove the bar, take your planks which are now glued together, and you can cut it and you do your shield, you make your shield that way. That's something that require to use weight, a barbell like this, and in the end it takes a lot of space to just let it dry. So it's not the techniques I will use now. I changed for something else which also will help you to perhaps make several shields at the same time. I made this, and this will help to create shields. You will simply have to curve planks there on this mold, and you can create several of this. And even if you have different curves that you want, you can create one with a curve which could be about a 10 centimeter deep, perhaps one about 5, I don't know, you just choose. And then you can create the different shields at the same time if you want. I have 2 like this. This means that when I wanted, I was just able to create 2 shields at the same time. So I was just gluing all the planks, putting the planks on this with all the strapping around it, you will see, and you just let it dry. 2 days later, you remove it. You have your 2 planks which are all curved. So how can you make this kind of thing, this kind of matrix, small, whatever you call it? It's simple. just continue the tutorial and you will see every steps. This is thick, very thick plywood, about about 15 centimeters, yes, about 15 millimeters large, and we have here something like 10 centimeters up in the middle. This shape will give a 10 centimeter depth to our shields, and we will fix those on a plank. It's the same kind of plywood. It's 15 millimeters thick again. It's in fact the same plank that I did cut in different pieces. With the leftovers we had a lot of corners like this, and those corners we will use them in order to hold correctly this part. Well, this part won't be alone, there will be like 5 of them, and everything will stay stuck, glued together there. As you saw before, I did just cut 2 pieces of wood, those 2 margin there, from this matrix, and the idea is to simply, by removing this, is simply to continue the angle and the curve that we have. So right after, I'll need to break this angle and to bring something much smoother, and then, yes, then it will be good. What I just did was to cut the edges, make everything smooth, and to curve it like the curve you have here in the middle of the matrix. And by curving it, I hope it will follow correctly the angle. What's left to do is simply to screw everything together. See there? All those pieces have to be screwed together in order to hold correctly, all tight and strong. And also I need to screw the bottom and the upper part there with this piece of metal that I did cut in order to correctly hold everything. And once the whole thing would be screwed, we'll be ready. You see, the 2 metrics are ready. It means that tomorrow I'll be able to curve a plank and start to see how it works and how good it will, or if it doesn't, I'll try to fix where there could be any problems. So the next step is to try them and to curve a plank. When the plank is ready, out of the mold, it looks like this. It's cut, and you just have then to draw there the shape of the shield that you'd like to make, and then you cut it and you're good to go. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you want to learn more about shield making, props making, follow my channel. There is plenty of stuff there, plenty of tutorial for different things, shields and other props and accessories for my different costumes. And if you want to learn more about the different projects I have, if you want to learn more about the props making, everything I do, well, just follow me on social media. not only YouTube but Facebook, Instagram, DeviantArt, you choose and you go. Have a great day guys, and see you later for more.